Tyrone Association was formed in 1956, Ryan, and initially it was formed as a support network for Tyrone people who came to the capital, who came to Dublin, and just to provide some sort of support. These days, as times change, it's a challenge to maintain that relevance. What we try to do within the association at the minute is to just give people, Tyrone people in Dublin, that opportunity to mix and liaise with fellow Tyrone people, such as at events like this.
Maybe not every Tyrone person living in Dublin seeks what I think a huge percentage of people do seek, and that's an identity and a belonging. And I mentioned earlier tonight that I saw it initially in the GAA, and I must admit I was very happy with that sense of identity and belonging somewhere. Almost like a fish out of water. When you come to a place like this, you become an unknown, and it's a very different society to the one that I grew up in. That could be time, that could be maybe the period that we're living in, but I'm 57, and I just needed that sense to belong somewhere. And you know, my Gaelic club gave it to me initially, but then when I was aware that there was an association of Tyrone people, that's where I sort of graduated towards, and they've given me that.
People here didn't have any, there was nothing to hang on to from Tyrone. There was nothing happening. Crossing the border was difficult. It was a barrier, it was a serious barrier. So things were difficult, very difficult. And so there was nothing to celebrate. But suddenly, this happened in '56 and gave them a reason to do it. And the best they could come up with a group and was, we'll put on a dinner for them. So they got the dinner and away they went. But some of the organisation decided, well, there's something we can do here. This team, this is a good team. They may come again next year. They might even get to an All-Ireland final. So we'll set up an organisation here. We'll call it the Tyrone Association, because there were associations like Kerry, Galway, Mayo. There actually was no association from the 6 counties, so it was a bit of a step in the dark.
You never forget your people. You know, I mean, people, if somebody said to me, where are you from? I'd say from Tyrone. But hell, I left Tyrone 72 years ago. You know, but I think my accent still says that I'm fairly much Tyrone. You couldn't forget the people that reared you, and you couldn't forget the neighbours, you couldn't forget the people of Carrickmore. They were very good to us, there's no doubt about that. And I've nothing only the best to say about Carrickmore.
You know, not a lot of people saw that.
The whole purpose of tonight was actually to, I suppose, to raise awareness that we're there. We have a social media on Facebook, with Twitter, with LinkedIn, our website as well. It's www.tad.ie, and I think, given current times, that most people seem to connect with technology and social media. So we would certainly encourage younger people to become involved, because the association at the moment just needs younger people to get involved. And we run meetings. We have actually meetings every month. The venues vary because we currently don't have a specific, but in time we're hoping to have a venue where we will run those meetings on a regular basis. It's all about getting ourselves up on our feet again, Ryan. The association has been very quiet over the course of the past couple of years, but this is, as I say, this is what this is about. This is raising awareness, getting ourselves back, getting ourselves on the map, and trying to bring young people on board, because we do need those young people. We need young blood. The association is crying out for it, to be honest.